This is our cow Flossie that we had. You might have seen the video where we went and got her or anything. And we've had her for about 3 weeks now. We've been trying to get her trained and just be a nice canned milk cow. And she came from a big, like 240 cow flock herd at a dairy where they had, you know, stanchions and mechanical milkers and stuff. And so we've had to train her how to be halter broke and all this other stuff along the way. And she's been less whatever. She didn't really want to let us milk her a lot.
Hey, did you guys brush Penny?
I don't want to use the K word, but it was a struggle for a couple of weeks. And we've been trying some stuff and getting some other measures.
It's supposed to help with her not
We tried the foot. So we've been having to try a lot of different things. And we've been trying mainly to just like let her see that you can be a calm cow and have a good milking time out here.
Okay.
And have a good life. You can really refusing it. And I don't know if part of it was because of the calf nearby. There's too many variables. But we were trying some different things. And we don't really want to do like the bondage cow thing we had to do sometimes. We really want to do it more like this. And so we watched some videos and some people told us about some tricks. There was an old fella, well, he's probably about my age, and he was talking. And I realized, you know what, man? Us goofy dudes that know stuff can make videos and tell it to other people. Because he was just a dude out in the field like myself, too. And I said, you know what, this guy ain't all slick and whatever with his, what's it called? What do they call it? Manicured eyebrows or whatever. He's a dude in the field with a cow, but he's telling you how to do something, and it worked. And that's this strap up here. I don't know if it works or not because she hasn't tried anything since I tied it on yet. But the concept here, he heard it from his granddad, stealing all this guy's information. Let's at least link him. I think we just searched in kicking cow or something. But I guess it has to do with like the geometry of a cow. And so in order to lean forward and kick with the back leg, they have to like shift their weight and expand their chest out, which when you have a strap on them, that expansion puts pressure on their withers, which I guess they really don't like. That's what he said. So it'll prevent them from doing it. I also know it's been like 3 weeks. We heard about this stuff called calf calm or something, which was described, it seemed like it was a cattle Valium, cattle Xanax. But man, we didn't really like the idea of drugs. But then when she looked at it, it was just, you know, it's all the stuff that isn't drugs. Tryptophan, valerian,
hops,
yeah, whatever, that sort of stuff. It's like all the plants that the cow could eat that would chill them out. And so we gave her some of that yesterday, and she still was up to her same antics.
Well, it made it easy to catch.
But it made her easy to catch. And the young man who described that to me...
Put on my little bucket.
Okay.
Put it on.
Okay. You need to share the buckets. Make sure you guys come dump it out.
The young man who told me first about that stuff is an honest-to-goodness cowboy. And he was a cowboy when I met him. He's one of my former students. But he was a real cowboy. I mean, he would like come to school having had to go out and round up cattle and whatever. And we gotta wipe it off. Gotta wash it off. he said it slows them down in their body, but it doesn't slow them down in their mind. So they can't like react and be all crazy to you, but they're still there mentally so that you can teach them. He said, you know, it's a good way to like learn a young cattle or a new cow like a routine or whatever. That was the first time he heard about it. And I said, let's do it. Let's drug this girl up. And the second time, a little bit later, one of our other friends that we know, who's also our sheriff / milkman, who we used to buy our milk from before we got over onto our own milk cow situation, he told us about it again. And so I said, look, in the mouth of 2 or 3 is a thing established. So we're going to do this thing. And she was going the next day to get the grain, and so she bought some at the co-op. That's when we found out it was just plants and stuff anyway, so that made us feel a lot better. But we used that stuff last night on her. Hello. Everybody's having fun. And so sometimes
it made it easier to catch, but then she was still kicking.
Yeah, well, I thought sometimes that
Make sure you guys come empty it out.
Maybe she would be like looking at the calves while we were trying to milk her, and maybe she didn't want us to milk her because she saw the calves, and so if we separated her farther from the calves.
Molly's milking on the one that I usually can only milk on.
Well, use your other hand. Use your other hand, try it.
I can't wait until the whole thing.
So we tried tying her head closed in the gate as a stanchion for the first time yesterday, and that, like we said, it was a lot the same yesterday. Dylan actually caught a nice bruise on the inside of her calf. But then this morning we went out and got her, and I tied this thing on her, and she has been a normal cow. So I don't know. It could be, that's why I said there's too many variables. Calf's gone, thing tied on her. The training with the calf calm yesterday. This is a Jersey milk cow. She's one of these ones that some lady or posts on Instagram, somebody, one of these other people doing similar to us. It seemed a little bit of a disparaging about these pedigree milk cows from these dairies that are, what did she say about them, Yom? Expensive and have papers and a price tag to match versus some like $750 wild cow. She's one of those. She costed us like 1,500 bucks, and Michael, go milk, dude. Go milk by your brother.
And Flossie.
She's got a pedigree. She's got a piece of paper. Her mom was Portia from, what's that farm?
Ratliff Farm.
Ratliff Dairy. Portia. She won like the best Jersey cow in America, like I think more than one time. And the lady out there definitely has like 3 of the last 10 years or something. You can look them up. Ratliff? Yeah. Dairy over in Missouri. Jerseys. Very nice. So she's very fancy, and she's very calm and tame and thin looking, and does very well attached udder. And oh yeah, and this is her first lactation. She's 2. She's going to be turning 3 soon. First lactation. So she's a very good cow. I love her. Her name's Penny. Penny cow. She had, oh, watch out. She's got to readjust sometimes. That's like the first time she's readjusted this whole time. There you go. Yep, stretch, stretch. All right, Pen, leg. Come on, leg. Leg. Come on, leg. Thank you. Good.
Can I put that?
There you go. The phone? Yeah, I'll help milk Penny. All right, just bring the father over here. I'll help milk Penny. Let me do it. All right, you want to hold it there and I'll squirt into it or what?
Who took the bucket?
That's too many things down there anyways. Can you just hold it for me, dude? Just squat down here and hold it.
No, I hate holding it. Because I'm always the one who has to hold it.
Alright, well come over here and milk this back one then.
I see my dog. I see Penny's tail.
Move your finger down in the front.
Can I put that button?
Come on guys, make sure you're squeezing it in. Very well attached udder up here, first lactation, very calm. She's easier to walk around on a leash than my dogs are.
We can learn milk very fast.
And I wanted Flossie over there to be more. This is a final loading up from the scrap land. Most of them, except for the newest calves, went in right away on some grain. We had to bring the newest calves down to this little separated pen and then put them in. But there they are. All present and accounted for. We're gonna divide them up for the weekend. Put 2 of the boys in with one of the females and a couple of the caprines in 2 different fields so they're legal in town. And also for maximum forage. Hey there, Porker. We're gonna eat him in the fall. That could be our skinniest steer that we slaughter because he's only gonna be like a year old, maybe. And then these guys we're gonna eat when they're more like. And that little dude is called Fast or Easy because we're gonna sell him in the fall. Here's the after. They don't eat the full size poison hemlock, but they eat everything else. Eating down. You can see through here. They didn't really, apparently they didn't climb through the fence and eat. We found some things back here. They didn't climb through the fence and eat a whole bunch back here. I guess they wanted to stay on this side of the fence enough, so that idea didn't really work. If I want them to eat this, I think I'm gonna have to put them back there. But they did stay out of the wheat, guaranteed. So that was our #1 goal and we achieved it. That definitely looks like the sheep's fur, I think, on their back, and that's a big enough gap that they could have gone through. And there's a little bit of a lie down spot that's over here, right there. But this definitely has not been nibbled on. There's not a single bite over here, so I don't know what they're up to. Recording. All right, here's the last section of fence the kids are doing a good job on. This whole strip, basically the animals did not eat. This, I think this side's gonna be wasted. They did a good job eating all this stuff down over here. Used to look like this, but they didn't come over to this side of the fence. And just with the realities of the summer and the places we have and logistics, I don't think I'm gonna bring them back here. So I think the strip's just gonna go unused. Get out of there.
Shoot him out.
Now you hold the fence.
Did one goose go out? There we go.
Okay, go over to the pond.
I want to get in.
Don't get yours up.
I think they're talking to each other and saying they just
Oh, they're in the water. Only the two noogies.
Whoa.
They got back out?
Guys, they got in. Whoa, I don't want to be close to those big cows.
Shoo 'em in, Papa.